Hello, my friend, and welcome to Pro Wrestling Daily. My name is Aaron Machbitz. Let's talk about a few very important things. One being WWE has officially announced that WrestleMania 43 will be in Saudi Arabia. Now, I just really don't love this news. If you're going to have the first WrestleMania outside of North America, it has to be in England or France. It has to be. Those fans deserve that first way more than the fans in Saudi Arabia. Now, I'm not saying it's bad to have a WrestleMania in Saudi Arabia. Some of the biggest sporting events in the last couple years and in the future will be in Saudi Arabia. But all WWE said basically was that they gave us a shitload of money, so we're going to Saudi Arabia. There's no rhyme, there's no reason, there's not like an understanding of thinking about what the fans and how they travel there. There's also not an understanding of like independent professional wrestling, right? When we do a WrestleMania every year, there's also tons and tons of independent professional wrestling shows at these events because there's so many wrestling fans in one place. It's a beautiful, beautiful weekend, and a ton of independent wrestlers get in front of great crowds and great shows and have great moments because there's so many different things going on and there's so much wrestling in one area. That's unlikely to happen in a place like Saudi Arabia. Not because it's a bad place, but because it's just really, really, really hard to get to. And most of us don't have a contact there that can set stuff up or get a venue or whatever the case may be. And also, some people believe sort of the way they treat people also is not a reason why they want to go there. And I think it's just if you look at the press conference that Triple H held, he's like, "We're changing the game." This is not a game-changing moment. You don't have to use the word game changer for everything. This is just you picking another city for WrestleMania instead of going to New Orleans or, whatever the case may be, and going back to Las Vegas. Like, those are cool announcements, right? Going back to Las Vegas for WrestleMania 42 is also kind of lame. But now going to WrestleMania 43 in Saudi Arabia instead of picking like London or France and really giving those fans something great because they deserve that, you're just going where the money is. And I get it, you're a business, you run a business, all those sorts of things, and you're going where the money is. But making decisions only on that when the fans are the lifeblood and the only reason why there is a WWE is because of the fans, it's just interesting to see how these decisions keep getting made over and over and over again, while the fans just keep getting sort of more disheartened about the product and things of that nature. So I'm interested to see how that develops and how WWE really, really, really tries to push how great going to Saudi Arabia is for WrestleMania. And then we had the September 12th edition of Friday Night SmackDown, which I thought was a good episode of Friday Night SmackDown. I mean, the only thing that's as bad or not as good or whatever word you want to use, kind of shit, as WrestleMania 43 going to Saudi Arabia is that Brock Lesnar, ripped his trousers on Friday Night SmackDown. That's sort of indicative of what's happening in WWE right now. Just a pants ripped right down the seams after he's confronting R-Truth to get ready for his match at WrestlePalooza with John Cena. And Brock Lesnar, he always comes in great shape. He always has great intensity for when you really think about Brock Lesnar, he is actually one of the best sellers in WWE history. The way he moves, the way he sold Drew McIntyre in that Royal Rumble, the way he sold for Daniel Bryan, and also in that one match they had, like, Brock Lesnar is a fantastic professional wrestler. He always comes in great shape. You see him training in Minnesota with the wrestling team all the time. And so he's having this match with John Cena at WrestlePalooza. I'm interested to see how it goes because we've had a match in the past between Brock Lesnar and John Cena where Brock Lesnar just absolutely smashed John Cena. It's like 45 German suplexes, and that was it. John Cena just got his ass worn out. So I'm excited to see what happens in this WrestlePalooza match as we get to sort of the tail end of John Cena's career, and maybe we have another big run from Brock Lesnar. I have no idea, but his trousers ripping, especially being in the ring with R-Truth, hilarious. I love the fact that now we're doing a Sami Zayn United States Championship sort of open challenge. People kept talking about Sami Zayn being a world champion. I'm thinking LA Knight is more of a world champion than Sami Zayn. I wouldn't have given the world title to Jey Uso because I don't think he's a world champion. I think the three guys that are sort of always been on the cusp of Sami, Jey, and LA Knight, Jey got it. I think LA Knight is a world champion. Don't think he'll ever get there. I don't think Sami Zayn is a world champion or a WWE champion. And I don't think it's a bad thing that it might never happen. I think it's an amazing thing that he does this United States Open Challenge, just like John Cena did, 10 years ago. And every single week he wrestles someone new. Carmelo Hayes next week, and just have great match after great match after great match after great match after great match. I mean, Sami Zayn is one of the best workers and professional wrestlers inside of that ring. He can have a good match with literally anyone. And I like the fact that he's going to wrestle every single week for that title. And you never know when it's going to change hands. You never know which match is going to be amazing. You never know which career it's going to elevate. That's where he lives. That's where he thrives. He doesn't need to be a world champion. Originally, I thought it was going to be Sami Zayn versus Seth Rollins at WrestleMania 42 for the strap. I think now it's going to be CM Punk versus Seth Rollins at WrestleMania 42 for the strap. I would love to see CM Punk chase that title all the way. All the just losing and losing and losing and getting beaten down and keep getting back up and keep getting back up and chasing that title all the way to WrestleMania 42 where they do some sort of Hell in a Cell or I Quit gimmick match and CM Punk wins and he stands tall with that strap at WrestleMania 42 and holds that title for a very long time. That's a great story. I don't even like CM Punk. I think he's a scam artist and I think he's a fraud, but based on just narrative and storytelling, that's where they need to go. And another great story is this Sami Zayn Open Challenge where he just has great match after great match after great match, elevating every guy that he's in the ring with and just really making that title prestigious like Becky Lynch has done to the Intercontinental Championship on Monday Night Raw, just excluding that match she had with Nikki Bella because that was horrible and we just really don't need to see Nikki Bella wrestle anymore, but apparently we're going to. But that's what she's done for the Intercontinental Championship. And then you move on to like a Drew McIntyre and a Cody Rhodes. I love Drew McIntyre. He doesn't get enough credit for being how good he is, and I wouldn't be mad. And I would actually be very, very, very happy if if Drew McIntyre took the strap from Cody Rhodes. I would love to see Seth Rollins World Heavyweight Champion and Drew McIntyre WWE Champion. Now, it's not going to happen for a while. I don't think Cody Rhodes, again, is going to lose his strap until WrestleMania. We might see two title changes at WrestleMania. I think we'll probably only see one. Two is a lot, so maybe we'll see one before that. But I do believe that Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes will carry their titles into WrestleMania 42 in Las Vegas. That's a long time for them to hold their titles. But if there's one guy to defeat Cody Rhodes, I would absolutely love it to be Drew McIntyre because WWE television is way better when he's on it. So those are my reactions to some things that happen, WrestleMania 43 in Saudi Arabia and Friday Night SmackDown. So we'll see what keeps coming up in the WWE world. My only hope is that they just change course fast and they start focusing on the fans and how important the fans are and what the fans want and building stories and narratives around that because, again, without fans, there is no professional wrestling, there is no WWE, and that's an important thing for WWE people, like higher-ups, to actually remember and keep in their mind. But let me know what you think in the comments down below. I'd absolutely love to hear from you. Then like this video and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys next time. Lots of love. Cheers.